Research shows that 95% of all New Year's resolutions involve fitness. A large percentage of people that have that as their New Year's resolution lose their goals after about 1 month. In fact, February 7th is known as falling off the wagon day in the fitness industry. At the beginning of the year, the gyms are packed and everybody's ready to go. And then February comes around and it's cold and it's hard, to get out there and go to the gym. That's where I come in. We're going to do some home workouts and reset our fitness goals today so that we can be ready for spring, because you know that we have a lot to do coming up in the spring and a lot of fun to be had as soon as we get through winter. So let's reset today and find out what the reasons are that people drop off their fitness goals so quickly and what we can do about it. And I brought a special workout today. So get some water, some comfortable clothes, and I'll see you in a minute. One of the main reasons people give up on their fitness goals, I think, is because they go solo. If you have a workout partner or someone to commit to at a certain time, it really helps keep up your motivation and keeps you going to the gym. Another one would be too high of expectations. We're always promised that we can get in fantastic shape within 1 month, and it's just not true. You have to put the time in and the effort for something that you want. Giving up easily, you have to get tough and you have to say, I'm going to stick with this. Sometimes we say we don't have enough time, but we have time for other things. So make fitness a priority. Instead of being on the phone for an hour, take a half hour and do your workout. Not enough money. I do home workouts and I can show you how to work out with very minimal equipment, if any at all. Today, we're not going to use any equipment in our workout. No plan. If you fail to prepare to fail. That's a good way to think of it, because you have to plan that half hour a day or whatever it's going to be for you and just stick to it. So remember, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. And lastly, no motivation or self-belief. You need to congratulate yourself on accomplishments that you've made. Maybe you've worked out for a month and you're starting to feel like, it's too much. It's not too much. Congratulate yourself. Go buy yourself a new hat or a bracelet or a new pair of socks or anything just to mark that time. The Pilates name was released for generic use in October of 2000. We hear that name a lot now referring to the Pilates method, but before the name was released, we called it Mat Science. And Mat Science involves dance therapy, Pilates theory, and yoga. The best way that I can describe Pilates method is proximal stability with distal mobility. And that just means that you're keeping your core stable and neutral while you're moving your arms and your legs. So you're building control. And that's what Joseph Pilates called his method in the beginning, Contrology. Let's start by connecting the breath with the movement. I'm in potted palm position. I have my butt bones seated on the floor. And I feel the crown of my head all in the same plane. So I don't want to be leaning forward or leaning back. Let your knees fall out. Take the shoulders up and around. Extend those arms and touch the fingers down. We're going to use Ujjayi breathing today, which is inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. And as we do this, we're going to try to constrict the passageway in our throat a little, so that you can feel that breathy feeling and hear it, almost like Darth Vader. You can hear the like that. So let's try that. And if that doesn't work for you, just inhale and exhale. Let's take a nice inhale up, inhaling through the nose, turn the palms up. Really reach. And exhale as you push away. And stretch. Doesn't that feel good? And exhale through the nose. Just take a moment to connect the breath with the body. Don't stress about it. Just breathe, exhaling, sitting nice and tall. This time, grasp your fingers together and exhale. Turn the palms to the ceiling and really get a good stretch. Stay lifted. Exhale. Really reach. And come back to potted palm. Come into tabletop position. As we inhale, we're going to turn the toes under and gaze upward. Tip the tailbone up. Exhaling, extend the toes back, round the back, pull the navel to the spine. Inhaling, turn the toes under again. Gaze upward. Exhaling, really round the back and spread the shoulders. Extend the feet back. Inhaling, turn the toes under, gaze upward, tip the tailbone up. Continue the breath, sit back, and really stretch the arms and take them behind you, palms up. We'll come back up to tabletop position, toes under, gaze upward, tip the tailbone up. Exhale, round the back. Really stretch this time. Extend the feet back. Sit back on your heels. Extend the arms forward. Breathe. Arms go back once more. Palms up. And come on back up. Start in tabletop position. Sit back on your heels. Extend your arms forward. Take a breath, and as you exhale, you'll come down, extend your right arm underneath your extended left arm. Come back up on the inhale, reach forward on the floor. As you exhale, you'll take your opposite arm and take it under your body, under the arm that's extended, and really lay into the shoulder and feel the stretch. Inhale back forward, up to tabletop position. Sit back, really stretch. As you exhale, you'll take the right arm underneath the left extended arm and just lay into it and feel the stretch. Inhale back, reach forward on the floor. Exhale the opposite arm under. Reach and come back up. Let's come to basic seated posture. Sit with your legs outstretched on the floor, arms down, feet flexed. I'm going to take a strap, wrap it around my feet to do roll downs and roll ups. We start by sitting tall, round the back. Try to keep the legs on the floor as you tape one section of your spine down at a time. Take a breath here, and as you exhale, you'll start to peel away from the floor as if you're Velcroed down, and you'll come back up to seated posture, which is also called staff pose. Exhale on the way down, Flex those feet, keep the legs down, pull the stomach in. Take an inhale when you get there. As you exhale, you'll start rounding up and just use your strap to help you keep the legs straight, feet flexed, and come back up to seated posture. We have one more. Roll down on the exhale, taping one section of your spine down at a time. Head down, take a nice inhale in. As you come up, you'll pull the stomach in, round yourself up, use those abdominals, come up to seated posture. Lie on your back, draw your knees in, and start to make circles. Inhaling one circle, exhaling the next circle. And you'll do so many in one direction and then change directions. This is really good for lubricating the hips. So inhaling a full circle and exhaling a full circle. Really feels good on the low back. You can have your hands on your knees or your arms beside you. Start with small circles and work your way up to larger circles. Lie on your back with your arms to your sides, palms down. Extend one foot to the ceiling and start to draw a small circle on the ceiling. Go in one direction for so many and then change direction. Keeping your core stable, your body's not moving, only the leg is moving out of the hip. Everything else is stable. Inhale one circle, exhale the other circle. As you get more used to the move, you can draw bigger circles on the ceiling. We'll switch sides. And if you get bored with drawing circles on the ceiling, you can always do the alphabet. I like that. I'll go through the whole alphabet with my toe pointed to the ceiling. But start with circles, small circles, inhaling one direction. Then when you change, exhaling a full circle. Inhale and exhale. And just focus on keeping your core stable as if you have a hot bowl of water on your stomach and you don't want to spill it, but you want to keep making the leg circles. So just visualize something like that, and that will help you keep your pelvis from moving. Come into a crunch position. Extending the legs up would be a more advanced move, so I would suggest starting with bent knees. Reach through the arms and do a slapping motion as if you're slapping water. You'll inhale on a count of 4 and exhale on a count of 4. Keeping your back down, keeping your core stable. And you'll stay in that crunched position, keeping the navel pulled in and breathing. Make sure you don't hold your breath. And it's always best to start in the bent knee position so you don't hurt your back. Push up into down dog position, leading the heels to the floor and the sits bones to the ceiling. Lead your chest toward your thighs and push through the heels of your hands. Breathe and let your head hang loosely. Let the tension come off of your back. Pull the navel up, keeping your pelvis parallel with the floor. We're going to lift one leg to the ceiling and flex the foot. Bring that foot down. You can have your knees bent if you need to. Extend the other leg up and flex the foot. Find your balance here and breathe and bring that leg down Hold your down dog position for a moment, feeling the stretch on the backs of the legs, and bring it down. Modified side plank can be done against a wall, one knee down, reaching up through the upper arm and stretching. We'll do that on both sides. I would start with the modified side plank to get used to being in this position. Reaching through the arms, pushing with the arm that's on the floor, reaching with the one that's on the wall, so you create opposition in the stretch. A more advanced side plank would be done with one foot on top of the other. Push through the hand on the floor and really reach with the one in the air. And keep the hip lifted. Lift one leg or not. Just keep that hip lifted and keep reaching upward. Keep the breath going. Let's do it on the other side. Stack the feet. Lift the upper hip. Don't let your bottom shoulder sag. Really reach up. Feel as if someone is pulling your arm from the ceiling. And breathe. Gaze upward. Feel the stretch and come on down. Roll down onto your back. Extend one leg out and one leg up. Climb the upper leg as far up as you can and come up into that crunch position. Inhale, exhale as you switch, and really extend through the lower leg. And every time you grab onto the upper leg, I want you to pull up a little, crunch up a little harder as you exhale. Just keep breathing and switch. Good job. Really make your legs long, reaching up and reaching out. Breathe and hold it here. Now bend the knees and stay in that position. You're in a crunch position. You're switching legs. Inhale, exhale, switch. Just like that. Really reaching through the toes. Breathe. Switch. And bring it down. Come into V-sit position and extend one leg at a time, pointing through the toes. My back is straight. My stomach's pulled in. I'm balancing on my butt bones, my sits bones. Just find that spot where you can find balance. And if you can just stay with your feet out, knees slightly bent, that's good too. Challenge yourself with your arms in different directions. And maintain that V-sit as you breathe. Lie on your back, knees bent, arms down at your sides. Start to peel away as you come up into bridge position and grasp your hands together. Continue to breathe. And I want you to think about your hands being pulled toward your feet. Now release the hands and start to tape your back down to the floor. Grasp the hands together. Exhale, feel as if your hands are being pulled with a rope down to your ankles, and that's really going to release a lot of tension in your shoulders. You're working your back and strengthening the glutes. From all fours, come into plank position. We're going to bend the knee, point the toe, and extend the leg behind us. Really reach through the leg. You're not moving the rest of your body. Shoulders are spread wide, stomach's pulled up. And the leg doesn't have to go very high. However high your leg goes so that your pelvis doesn't move is the proper amount. Try not to swing through the hips. Exhale as you bring the knee in. Now remember, you're balancing a bowl of hot water on your low back. Let's go swimming. Lie face down on the floor, extend your arms and legs out, and lift them off the floor. Now pretend you're swimming by slapping your hands and feet, and breathe. Hold it up, and take a slight break, and come back up, and here we go. We're swimming. Continue the breath. Just lift up as far as you can. Seated position on the floor. Inhale, exhale as you fold forward and reach for your feet. Stretching the low back, stretching the back of the legs. And stay there for a couple breaths. Try not to bounce, you just want to challenge yourself in the stretch. And then bring it back up. Inhale up. Exhale as you fold forward and reach toward your feet, or wherever you feel comfortable. Bend one knee, pull one foot in, sit tall. Inhale in, and as you exhale, you're going to fold forward over the extended leg. You can stretch the foot towards you. It's a nice stretch in the back of the leg and also for your foot and your back. Breathe. I can really feel that. No bouncing, just challenging the stretch. And bring it back up. We'll switch sides. Shake it out, bring the other foot in. Push that foot against your inner thigh. Sit tall. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to fold down over the extended leg again. Grab onto the foot if you can and pull back. You'll feel the opposition in the stretch in your mid-back as you stretch your foot. Continue to breathe as you fold over. Pushing the opposite knee out to the side with your elbow or your hand. And release and bring it back up. Shake it out. Come into cross-leg position. As you exhale forward with your hands sliding on the floor, push your sits bones into the floor behind you, round your back. Inhale on the way back up, scribing your fingers on the floor. Bring the shoulders up and down. Take a nice deep breath in. As you fold forward, you'll round the back, stretch through the fingertips, push through the sits bones. Really feel the stretch. Bring it up. Take the shoulders back and down. Let's do that one more time. And keep the knees out to the side as much as you can. And slowly bring it back up. From a seated position on the floor, extend one leg straight out and bend one knee in. Inhale, exhale as you twist over the side of the bent knee and look behind you. And let's hold this for a few breaths. As you're sitting there, you're focusing on flexing the foot of the extended leg. Come back to center, shake it out. Let's bring the other foot in. Hug your knee, extend the opposite leg out. exhale, twist, flexing the foot and breathing and holding the stretch. Challenge yourself a little bit more, not moving the hips, and bring it back to center and shake it out. From that seated position, bring one leg in, put your ankle over the extended leg, sit nice and tall. Inhale, exhale forward, reaching through the arms, stretching, pushing down into the floor, keeping the knee out to the side. Now we're going to pick that leg up and slowly rock the leg like a baby. This will loosen your hip, very relaxing. Continue the breath, shake it out. Bring the other foot over. Take that knee out to the side. Sit tall. Exhale as you reach forward on the floor. You can really feel the stretch. Breathe. We're going to come back up and pick up that leg and rock it. This loosens up the hip. Try to keep your back straight and the extended foot flexed as you rock the leg. Keep your pelvis stable. Nothing's moving but the leg. Continue the breath. Bring the legs down and shake it out. Come into a butterfly position by bringing your soles of your feet together, sliding them in toward your body. Put your elbows on your knees and apply a little pressure to stretch the inner thighs. Sit nice and tall. Continue to challenge by putting a little pressure on the knees. Roll down onto your back. Put your right ankle over your left knee and lift that left leg off of the floor. Extend your arms through, wrap them around your left leg, and hold that position. And feel the stretch as you take the knee out to the side. And we'll switch sides. Bring that foot down, cross it over. Now lift your right leg up, wrap your hands through and around your right leg. Maintain this position. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Feel the stretch. And release it down. Just pick one or two moves and continue to practice. I hope you had a good time today. I know I did. Don't give up. Get up. I'll see you next time.